What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. In America, all right, this first world nation, the richest country in the world, with the richest people in the world, the richest group of people from every single demographic in the world. In this United States of America, Donald Trump's America, there are Americans standing in bread lines. Bread lines. There are more Americans standing outside of churches giving away free food than there has been since the Great Depression. Food is so expensive. If you walk into a grocery store, a regular grocery store, you try to buy one meat, you try to buy one vegetable, you try to buy one starch, you try to buy one drink, and a few sides, you done spent $70, $80 for a meal at the grocery store. I don't know how anybody's feeding their families. How long do they think they can raise these prices until people just start walking in those grocery stores and stealing it? And when people start doing that because their babies is hungry, then those rich, well-to-do people, right, they're going to say, oh, look at those vagabonds stealing and thieving. I almost think that the government wants us to be suffering this way. Not so much the government, but the NGOs who run the government. The non-governmental organizations that use politicians like freaking, like a sports team and shit, where they sponsor them. They got numbers on their goddamn back to do what the rich want them to do. They need us regular people to be poor and struggling and fighting. As long as we are struggling from Monday to Friday, and we think that the weekend is some kind of moment to gather our breath, right? Just so we can go and be slaves again for another 5 days, right? Just so we can take all that money that we earned, right, and give it to another corporation, because by law we are required to pay these corporations. We are all slaves, and now we're starving slaves, and they're gonna keep going up on the rent as if people are getting paid more nowadays. They're gonna compete. They're gonna keep making homelessness illegal, right? A crime. So that when they box you out and price you out of houses and apartments and you end up on the street, they can go ahead and arrest you and make you an official slave. This system is meant for the peasant to stay a peasant. While they tell you to hustle and hustle. Notice the people that hustle, they work worse than slaves. They're like double slaves. They work 16-hour days, 80-hour weeks. They have no time for themselves, but they supposedly make all this money, but they ain't got no time to spend it. And their bills mess around and take most of that anyway. No matter how much money you make in this country, until you crack that, that glass ceiling of richness to be part of the 1%, you will be struggling, because your bills will catch up to the amount of money you make until your bills surpass the amount of money you make. There's all kinds of different forms of slavery in this capitalistic system, which is the umbrella term for corporate slavery. And everybody's suffering. And here, we live in a world that's advanced enough. We can feed every single human being. We can house every human being for free. All we need is a fundamentally different way of organizing civilization. We can definitely do that. We have the smarts, we got the intelligence, we got the people, we got the technology, we got the know-how. What we don't have is the political will. And what we don't have is competent leaders who actually care about people. They don't care about the people. They care about themselves and their families and their best friends and their best friends' families. And every move they make is to bolster and continue to push forward their family and their legacy, and to make sure their great grandchildren are going to be okay, flush with money, while stealing from everybody else. This whole society we got set up has to go away. This entire way we think about how people are supposed to get up, work 40 hours a week for some corporation, get 2 weeks off vacation. You realize that if you're blessed enough to have a job that pays you well enough to where you can pay your bills and have a little bit of money extra, you're only given 2 weeks. Most people only given 2 weeks out of an entire year to do something for themselves. Out of a whole day, you got a few hours in between. Can't see in the morning when you go to work, can't see at night when you get home after work. And then you got to tend to your children. And then you got to do all that other extra work at home. Like you got homework. You're an adult. You got a job, but you got homework. You ain't getting paid for that homework. Every free moment of your life is wrapped around you going to work, coming from work, being at work, worrying about work. When do you get time for yourself? Like if this is the richest country in the world, this is America. This is the highest standard, as everybody want to say. And we got starving people. We got people, homeless people we pretend like we don't see on the streets. Every day, these little homeless encampments get bigger and bigger. And now they're illegal because the system created a crack so big that not everybody can jump over it. Soon enough, everybody gonna be in that goddamn crack. It's gonna be like Grand Canyon. Then what y'all gonna do? Anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Now we got U.S. citizens in fucking breadlines. We're not talking about homeless people, which y'all love to hate on homeless people anyway. Like, homeless people, the reason why we don't fix homelessness in this country is because when you see somebody living under I-10, under the bridge, that is a threat to you to make sure that you go punch a clock at the job that you hate and exploits and steals your labor value every fucking day. That's an explicit threat. That's why we don't fix homelessness. But we're not even talking about those people that we write off in society as that fucking threat to get you, to compel you to sell your labor. What we're talking about is people with jobs, people with fucking careers, people who are not going to be able to feed their families. Hold the fuck up just a moment, because look at here, man. I'm a United States Marine Corps vet. Brother, we can feed everybody in this country. When I was in the Marine Corps, still goes on today, we have a little thing called a commissary. Yeah, you're still paying with cash or whatever, but these things are tax-free and they're federally run. And that's another thing, getting kind of off topic. Everybody's like, oh, Zoran Mondami, he's fucking dreaming. He's smoking that wacky tobacco. He can't do fucking city-run grocery stores. Bitch, we do federally run grocery stores. We do federally run department stores. I bought my PlayStation 2 in a fucking Navy exchange when I was in the Marine Corps. Tax-free. I'm not saying things shouldn't be taxed. What I'm saying is we have already, the government knows how to do this. The government knows how to do proper UBI. It's called COLA. It's called cost of living allowance. It's called fucking whatever. But we know how to do that. We put in your zip code. We give you that money that you need to live in your zip code because your job isn't paying you enough. We already know how to do this. So saying that the federal government, there's a reason why people are in fucking breadlines like it's a goddamn Dust Bowl is bullshit. We got money to fucking bomb, starve, and kill Palestinian kids, but we don't have the money to feed people. I don't want to hear that shit. We got money to fuck over. You hear me, Trump voters? We got money to fuck you over, fuck your family farm over, so Big Agra can come take your fucking farm that you've had in your family for fucking generations, but you're still going to vote Republican. It's not like the Democrats are doing much worse. All they are is the fucking thing that lets... All they are is the fucking thing that lets gives the permission structure to the Republican Party to do whatever they want to fucking do. They're both the same. We need a workers' party. That's a whole nother fucking different thing that has a lot to do with this, but it's too long for this video. But look here, man. I was always told this is what happens in Cuba. This is what happens in Soviet Russia. But we don't have to worry about that here in America because of capitalism. The invisible hand of the free market. Yeah, the invisible hand of the free market is fucking you is what it's doing.
Fuck this, fuck that, and bitch, fuck you. Fuck this, fuck shit, fuck your daddy too. No, I ain't forget you, motherfucker too. Motherfucker, fuck your blood and this fuckery they got us going through. Those fuckers put us under spells. Said fuck y'all to a living hell. Fuck all the laws that nature tells. So we die cursed while they live well. But fuck, I've had it up to here. I curse their curses with no fear. I give no fucks, I'll live to hear the song that justice sings so clear.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.